Hello, my dear children. So, today we are starting para 5 or stanza 5 of the poem Patriot by Robert Browning. In this stanza, children, the speaker is being punished for a year's misdeeds by being tied behind his back and having his wrists cut by a rope. The people have tied his hands so tightly. The public is now treating him as a villain, and they do everything they can to hurt him, including tying his wrists so tight that the ropes cut him and crowding for the best view of the scaffold where he will die. This is the basic summary of stanza 5. So let's get started. So stanza 5 goes like this. I go in the rain, and more than needs, a rope cuts both my wrists behind, and I think by the feel my forehead bleeds, for they fling, whoever has a mind, stones at me for my year's misdeeds. The meaning goes like this. The speaker is now moving in the rain towards his end. His wrists get cut by the rope used to tie his hands behind. The public that once regarded him with great respect now throws stones at him. Have you observed the fickle mindedness of the people in this poem? His forehead bleeds, which is the punishment for a year's misdoings. Children, the speaker here says, I walk in the rain, and though they really didn't need to, but my captors tied my wrists behind my back so tightly that the rope cuts into me, and I have the impression that my forehead is bleeding. Anyone who feels compelled to do so may throw a rock at me in retaliation for the misdeeds I did this year. Now know that they see him as a villain. They do everything that they can to hurt the speaker, binding his wrists so tight that the ropes cut him and evenly crowding for the best view of the scaffold where he will die. See the nature of human mind, it changes according to the situations. It's completely the theme of the poem is fickle mindedness of the people that is being discussed, that is being expressed in this poem. Now let's go through the multiple choice questions, children. These questions are again based on the meanings of the lines, the content of the stanza, and the literary devices that are being used in the stanza in different lines. So, what is happening to the speaker's wrists? They are being tightly bound by a rope. This question is very similar to the previous one. The way you understand the question, the better will be the result. Because if you understand the question carefully, you will answer it properly. So this is the next question. Children, I am hoping that these questions are useful for you. This entire stanza creates a feeling of sadness in the minds of the readers. So, the basic theme of this stanza is sadness. People are throwing stones at him. He's being physically hurt. When the speaker uses the word bleeds, it creates a sense of sadness and sympathy for the speaker. Children, in one question, by mistake, I have written stanza 4. In the question, it's actually stanza 5. Questions based on the figure of speech or the literary device. This question and the previous question are, these two questions are very much similar. The answer is almost same. So this is the last question. You must be knowing, or I think you must have read in your workbook for treasure trove that imagery is of two types: visual and auditory. Tactile, it's not there for you at boards level in 10th standard, but visual and auditory imagery you must know. So thank you again. Thank you so much for your support.